Hi everybody, my name is Rebecca Hill and I wanted to talk to you guys today about what I think is one of the most important issues facing human race in the 21st century. I think that if you ask a lot of people, most of the time that you're going to get things that are related to their life personally. So many of the people here in Ohio would maybe come back and say that drugs is one of the most important things that are affecting and that the human race is facing in the 21st century. Personally, I have a slightly different view. While my family has been affected by drugs and alcohol and the diseases that come along with that, I think that overall the most important issue that's affecting the human race in the 21st century is the fact that we just can't seem to get along anymore. It was something that we spoke with our parents about when we were all younger, and the question kept coming up in my childhood, why can't we all just get along? But at some point we stopped listening to each other. We stopped communicating. We stopped considering that there were other people on this planet that had different views and beliefs than the ones that we hold. You may have heard recently about the immigration debate. It's something that's been on the news quite a bit. The question of people who were not born in the United States, and should they be granted access to the United States? And a lot of it is based on how they got here. So the question generally is whether or not they should be allowed to stay once they're here, what should be done with them when they come across the border, and whether or not they deserve to even have their children with them. Here's the thing, as a human race, we don't really get to make those decisions. There are legal things, and the legal side of it, and the government does have guidelines that they get to make those decisions. But I think that the media has put way too much of that into the kind of the hands of the United States citizens. And with that and social media, there are so many opinions. And as soon as you say anything now, as soon as you go anywhere and say, oh, well, I don't think that anybody should be separated from their children. I think that if they come here and are seeking refuge, that they should be kept with their children, and they should be, given that refuge and given those resources that they may need. But if you say that to somebody now, you won't get generally somebody who's going to say, okay, well, let's talk about that. Here is my opinion on that. What you're going to get is somebody who treats you as though you don't know anything that you're talking about. It's just kind of a point of where we went. Years ago, we were able to stop and say, hey, we have different views. We see things differently. This is why I see things the way that I see things. This is why I believe the way that I believe. And we stopped being able to say, oh, okay, well, here's why I believe what I believe, and here's why I see things the way that I see things. Everybody feels personally attacked, it seems like, with anybody else's personal viewpoint. So we stopped being able to express our own and express what we felt was necessary to express. Immigration is just one of the many, many aspects of it. The only way that we're going to be able to understand each other and really begin to fix the issues is for us to sit down, not with each other, not reading social media, not reading articles or listening to the media. It's to really sit down and think to ourselves, what can I do differently? What can I do to show respectfully what my point of view is, and then kind of bring that back to the table. If we don't start with ourselves, we're never going to get where we need to be as a human race. I really appreciate you guys listening to me ramble on about my beliefs, and I hope that you enjoyed listening. Thanks. Bye.